Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? Welcome again to yet another webinar. I am very happy to be with you again. Hi, how you doing? Sorry about a little bit of a technical problem. My camera was not working, I had to make it work. So how are you guys? How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing great, you're doing okay. You're doing fantastic, because I know that I do. Why? Because of yesterday results. I'm very happy about what we did yesterday. We issued 8 signals. 3 of them were triggered, and 2 of them got to the limit, and 1 almost got to the limit, was closed only a couple of pips before its limit. That was an exciting day, a fantastic day. And I was expecting that, of course, because of the Fed. And I love the Fed, and I love watching the Fed every day when they are meeting, every 6 weeks they meet, almost 6 weeks, and they leave excitement behind. And I cannot wait for that excitement. So I want to show you what we did yesterday before we start talking about today. These are the results from yesterday. We had a buy euro at 10.95. Our initial target for the group was 10.20. Of course, it was met. 11.45 was the limit we placed on our QTime FX live account, and we got to 44.7. Can you imagine that? The high was 44.7. I think that, yeah, yesterday it was 47, today it's 41. Just look at this, guys. Very, very close to the limit. So we got away with 46 pips when this webinar started. Fantastic, 46 pips. But that was not the best that we did yesterday, because look at this thing. Look at this thing. The pound, guys, we had to buy at 31.38. The initial target for the group was 31.80. Of course, it was met easily. And the target for the limit on the QTime FX live account was 32.19, the limit for that buy signal. And it was reached, and it made me a very happy man. 81 pips in one trade. That is absolutely fantastic. That's not all. We also had this one to cheer about. We had a long gold at 65.8, and for the group we placed an order at 69.2. On QTime FX on our live account there, we placed the limit at 71.3, and it was easily met. Both of them were met, of course. So the total for yesterday was a whopping 182 pips. These are our trades. Screenshots from my live account with QTime FX, our favorite broker in the whole world. This is the euro. We had the buy at 95 early, just about 20 minutes when we started streaming, just 20 minutes ago. Sorry about this. It was making 46 pips, and this is the gold trade which made it to the limit, 55 pips. And of course, I think I copied this twice. Yeah, not the pound. Yeah, so it was a fantastic day, guys. We did amazing. We did great. We had a fantastic day in the market yesterday, and of course, the help that the Fed provided, of course, it's appreciated, but it was technical trading. It was because we saw opportunities on the chart, and these opportunities turned out to be good ones. They made us money, and we are very happy. Whenever we make a triple-digit profit in one day, I am the happiest man in the world. So when I make 182 pips in one day, of course I'm happy, and I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for the people who were with us yesterday, who took these signals seriously and went to their trading accounts and placed their orders there. So it was a fantastic day. Thank you very much for being a part of it, guys. It was great. It was amazing. I'm very happy for it. And today, of course, the day after the Fed is not as easy to trade, because sometimes we see the market continue moving in the direction expected without pausing, and other times we see the market stopping and moving to the other side before resuming the move in the expected direction. In all cases, we are gonna treat today as any other day. We're going to try and make money for ourselves, for you, my dear viewers, my traders, my brothers and sisters, in this fight against loss. We are fighting against loss. We want to make money, and for that, let's head to the charts immediately. But before we do, I think I need to update the chat. I need to update the link to the chat so I can see what you guys are talking about. I want to see every comment, everyone who made money yesterday. I want to comment from you. Okay, if you made money because of this webinar yesterday, any one of these three amazing signals that we gave away, I want to hear from you that you did. Okay, so let me just update this. Okay, here's the chat. It's very strange to see your own face in a video on YouTube just in front of you. It's a strange feeling. So let me just copy the chat link, guys, and we will be going. It's very strange to see your own. And even hearing your voice when I opened the chat and opened the link to copy the chat link. Okay, guys. And is it working now? It is working. So let's go. Let's go. So remember from yesterday, guys, we had this to say. We said that we have a 5-wave sequence to the upside and then a three-wave sequence to the downside, which completes an 8-wave cycle in Elliott analysis. And now it's time for another 5-wave sequence to the upside, and the market responded beautifully to this expectation. And as you can see, we already started a 5-wave sequence to the upside. The minimum target for this was, of course, to overcome the top of wave 5 at 1116. We got that easily yesterday. We are trading, we reached almost 30 pips above that, and we hope that we will continue doing the same. So now what? What will happen now? This is important. This is very important for today. We had a good day yesterday. We don't want to hit any stops today, but I want to be honest with you. The day after the Fed is one of my least favorite days to trade, and we have the UK elections today. So it is going to be a busy day. We need to be careful and try and do something. We don't need 180 pips today. I'm very happy if we made 70 on all signals together. If we have 3 signals, the total of them is 70 pips, 60 pips. I'm very happy about that after yesterday. So I want to focus on the chart for a minute. And of course, I want to start with the daily and take a look at the indicators here. Daily. I'm just looking at the indicator, so this mess here is okay. I don't mind it. As you can see, RSI is pointing higher. stochastic is pointing higher, and even we have a cross of the MACD above the signal line, which happened recently. It's not today or yesterday, but it happened recently on the 3rd of the month. And now the distance between the MACD and the signal line is getting larger and larger to the upside, which of course is bullish. So we have a bullish reading here, a bullish reading here, and of course, as you can see, we also have a cross, although it's not from the oversold area, but it's cross for the fast stochastic above the slow stochastic, another bullish reading. The direction of the RSI is also bullish because it's pointing to the upside, and still we did not reach the overbought area yet. So everything on the indicators front on the daily chart is pointing higher. Now on the 4-hour chart, we see some kind of exhaustion here. If the RSI, as you can see, is in the overbought area, if the stochastic indicator crosses back below, the fast crosses back below the slow, I think we will have some move to the downside, but it will be limited. I have taken a look at the support levels that we need to care about just before this webinar, and I think there's a chance of dropping a little bit, but not too much. Now on the hourly chart, guys, we have the same kind of situation, exhaustion here. So in all cases, I think that the market will drop just a little bit, but where will this drop stop, or where will we be feeling good about it if it stops above certain levels? Of course, we're going to specify the support that if we keep trading above, everything will be okay, and if not, then things will start getting not good. Okay, so my opinion is that the rising trend line from the Thanksgiving low is the support that we need to care about. Currently, it's running very close to yesterday agent session low 1078. So as you can see, it's currently running very, very close to 1078. Of course, it's a rising trend line with more candles to the upside. It's going to go up a pip maybe with every new candle. So 5-6 hours from now, it's going to be in the 80s, but I'm going to still use 78. So support is at 1078. This is the first piece of information that I'm gonna leave on the chart in front of you. Now for the resistance, of course, guys, it's very hard to spot a resistance that is really meaningful in these areas because we have not traded here for a number of weeks. As you can see, guys, this is the high we are trading at now. The last time we traded here was on November 4th. That's 38 days ago. So I don't know if we can find really meaningful resistance here. One of the things that we might try is to calculate retracement for what could be wave C to the downside here. And for example, the 88.6 Fibonacci level is at 1154. This is a resistance that we need to care about, in my opinion. 1154 is going to be the resistance. $11.54. So between these two levels, the market will fluctuate. Of course, it will fluctuate, and it will go up and down before a meaningful break happens in one of these directions. I really do not expect a break below 1078. With yesterday move, it will be a huge surprise to see the euro dropping below 1078 today. But we are about 50, 60 pips above this level currently. So there's room for a drop that is not 60 pips. Maybe to retest the top of wave 5 in the first 5-wave sequence. This high, it was last week high, I think it was 1116. So 1116 is also a support that we need to care about. It's not the most important. This is the one with a star. 1116 is also a support that we need to care about. So I was expecting a drop, and I was thinking if we get close to 1116, we may initiate a long position on the euro. And this time, if we find support at 1116, my opinion is we are going to move higher towards 112 for the first time in a long time. I don't remember when was the last time we traded at 112. I think it was in August. Yes. So we'll be reaching a 4-month high if we find support around this level here, or maybe a little bit lower, to tell you the truth. This is, as you can see, we have only a shadow here, but here we have some bodies. So I was thinking of this level here, 1107, as the support. So I'm going to add this 1107 to 1116. This is also a support. We're going to try along if we reach this area here with the stop below this support. Also, in case we do not see this, if we start trading above 1154, we want to be long as well. Okay, guys? So this is our plan for today. I'm going to give you a sell signal only if we break below 1078 with a good number of pips. 20, maybe 25, we'll see about that, maybe 30. But the main idea, of course, after yesterday, I mean, the market is telling us, guys, where it's going. And I have been saying this for a long time. I am a dollar bear. And I really believe the dollar will face very hard times on the medium term. The euro is expected to go higher. The dollar yen is expected to go lower, and gold is expected to go higher. The pound is expected to go higher. All of these things, guys, were in front of your eyes yesterday. We've been talking about them for weeks. And yesterday, the market responded with a move in the direction expected. That is a confirmation from the price action itself that this analysis is good, and we should depend on it when we build our trading strategies day after day, until the day when we get signals from the chart that we should stop shorting the dollar. But until that day comes, I'm gonna short the dollar every day. I have bets against the dollar at the moment, and I had bets against the dollar for the past days and weeks, and I made very good profit yesterday because of my position that expects dollar weakness. So I'm betting against the dollar, and maybe we'll take a look, of course, on the charts. But what happened yesterday confirmed, look at this move, guys. I know it's the Fed, but the direction confirmed the direction that the charts are proposing, which is dollar weakness. So we will be betting against the dollar until the chart says otherwise. And just when we finish the euro, I'm going to talk about the dollar index. We said yesterday that we had an important support at 97.11 to 17, I think. We're going to take a look at the chart and see if that level is broken or not yet. We'll see. Okay, guys, so let's start building our trading strategy. I want to buy here or with a break above this level, or not to break, just to start of trading above 1154. I'm jumping in on the long side. So or maybe even this high here, you know. So I'm gonna adjust my resistance. It's of course between the high that we have reached, which is 44.7. Can you imagine that? We had the limit at 45, but we got away with 46 pips, only 4 pips before the limit, so it's okay. So 11.45 and 11.54, of course, one area, 9 pips between them. You cannot consider them two levels. So let's start building a trading strategy for today, people. I'm going to take a look at these beautiful, beautiful comments, but after issuing these signals. So we're going to buy my favorite position. If we drop towards 11.07 to 11.16, I want to be long. So I'm going to place my order to buy at 11.07 or maybe 16. We'll see about that depending on the risk management. If it allows to jump in a little bit earlier at 16, it's okay. Now the stop, of course, should be below 10.78. And because it is an important level, it is a very important level. Let me show you. It is this trend line here, guys. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. All of them are very, very accurately on this trend line. And we also have price action that is very close to this trend line, with this bottom being very, very close to it. So obviously it's a very important level. So I'm going to use, let's see if 30 is okay. 59 pips. Yes, that is okay. Yeah. Now for the targets, as usual, guys, I'm going to give you a set of targets and you pick the one that you want to go with. For me, of course, the one I want to go with is the one I place on my Q Time FX live account. But for the group, I send you 3 targets and you can pick whichever you want. Most of you guys, I know by now, I didn't know that before, but by now from feedback, I know that most of you guys are preferring the smaller targets, something like 30, 35 pips, 25 maybe, that will be good for them. Some traders like to wait more than that, and that's why we have more than one target. So it's really up to you. But if you want to copy me exactly, then you can pick the target that I place as my take profit when I place my order on my live Q Time FX account. Okay, so target 1, if we buy at 11.07, I think it's obvious. We have a resistance at 11.57, and to make it around 50, well, we can get to the 50s. If we got to 54, it will be just a couple of steps to 57, so make it around 50. Target 2 is definitely the retracement we have been talking about many times for a long time. We have been talking about it for days, weeks even, and we expect it to be tested soon. I don't know if that will happen before the weekend or not, and I hope it happens before the weekend. I was going to check just one thing. Today, I think we do have another important item on the agenda. Do we? Yes. We have the ECB today. So ECB, Fed, UK elections, you name it. Everything you want to have an exciting market is here this week. And it makes a fantastic trading atmosphere before we head to our Christmas vacation. So guys, this is the first recommendation for today with the Fed yesterday, the ECB today. I really hope that the excitement will go on. Now, I'm going to issue another buy signal just in case we do not drop and we start rising. When we start trading above 45, I'm going to place it at 45. Yes, I want to be also in as early as possible. But here the stop will be a little larger than the one before, of course. I'm going to also place it below 1078, but I'm going to place it 20 pips instead of 30. Yes. Stop at 1058. Yeah, 87 pips. That's okay. That's okay. It's still within the limits. Now for the targets, target 1, target 2. Initial target is obvious, I think. I'm sure you agree with me. It's 1209. That's 64 pips. I'm going to give you a smaller target for the group, guys. I know a lot of you don't want to wait for 64 pips. Don't worry about it. I'm going to give you a smaller target. Now, for the second target, the retracement level that is important after 1209 is 1260. And that, of course, is going to be our second target. With the ECB today, and of course, Mario Draghi is bye-bye. No more Mario Draghi. So he has left, of course. I think today is going to be the first meeting for the new ECB president, Christine Lagarde. So it's a woman. It is the first time that we had a meeting, or that we will be having a meeting. It's still not done there. We will be having a meeting with a woman on the top of the ECB, and that is something good. Just like Janet Yellen, when she was the head of the Fed, she was the first woman to do so. But there's a difference here, of course. The history of the Fed is close to 100, it's actually more than 100 years, 106 years. But the ECB is not that old, so it's a modern central bank. It was not here 100 years ago, of course. It was made because of the euro. When every country had their own currency, there was no ECB. We had, for example, the Bundesbank in Germany, which was the most important European central bank. Now we have the ECB, and it's of course the very, very important central bank. It's not as important as the Fed, sorry about that, but it is very, very important because it represents a large number of countries, a large production, a large economy, and we should pay attention to everything that these guys talk about. So today it's going to be a historical ECB meeting, and I'm glad that you guys are going to be a part of that. You're going to watch it. Just like yesterday, I recommended you watch the Fed. Today, I also recommend you watch the decision and, of course, the press conference. In my time, that's going to be at 2:45, the decision, and then at 3:30, the press conference, sorry, which that's a little less than 7 hours. So the decision will come out in almost exactly 6 hours, and 45 minutes after that, the press conference. Pay attention to that, guys. So these are the recommendations I want to go with, guys. I don't want to waste your time with a sell. If you want me to issue a sell signal, I will. But honestly, with this break to the upside, I don't think a sell makes sense. I don't think we will be trading below this trend line today. If we do, it's going to be a huge surprise, not a problem. Actually, it's a problem and a surprise. So I don't want to waste a lot of time on this thing. I'm going to place an issue for today only to buy signals, no sell signals, okay? So let's go to our QTime FX account and place these orders. The euro, of course. Well, I wanna buy at 1107. That's the limit, of course, buy limit 1107. The stop is going to be 1048, reasonable. And the limit, I'm going to use the first one, which is 1157. That's 50 pips. Let's hope for these 50 pips to turn into a profit in our, and as you can see, guys, this is the buy from yesterday. I did not close it yet. Just look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at, unbelievable. We were touching it. A touch. 48. 448. That means 44.8. Only 2/10 of a pip before our limit. As you can see, my order, my position is still open, and I have a buy limit at 1107. So yes, buy limit 1107, stop 1048, and target 1157. Now for another order, of course, for the other buy signal, it's going to be at 1145. Buy, stop at 1145. The stop's going to be 1058. And the target is going definitely to be 1209. I'm not going to wait more than that. 1209, that's a good target. And there you go, guys. These are the two recommendations for the euro for today. Two long positions proposed to you. I'm not going to place a short. And at 1107 or at 1145. The one that gets hit first is the one that we go with. As you know, people, as you know, I always say this: when we have two signals in the same direction, we only execute the one that is triggered first. For example, now we place two orders. If the market starts moving higher and 1145 is triggered, we go to our accounts and we immediately cancel the other order, 1107. We cancel it. If we drop towards 1107 and it's triggered, we cancel the buy at 1145. Why? It's not because of analysis, of course. It's because of risk management. I don't want you to have two open positions in the same direction at the same time, especially if you are new to this market, because that will double the risk. And if you don't have enough experience, doubling the risk, it's just like the words say, doubles your risk. We don't want you to take more risk than you should. So guys, these are the recommendations for the euro today. My hopes and my thoughts today are that we are going to add to the fantastic profit that we made yesterday. We made very good profit, and I really, really hope that we can do the same today. Now, I'm gonna, of course, issue these signals to to my group, to the Telegram group, guys. So we'll have a buy at 1107. Remind me, stop is 48. Targets are 1157. This one here, it's also 50 pips. And 1209, right? It's the same like yesterday, but today is going to be 102 pips. 102 pips. Now I'm going to give you even a smaller target, less than 50, and let's say 35, because we got to the 43, 44 during the agent session. So the high during the agent session is 44. So I'm going to place this at 42 to make it 35 pips. I'm gonna, of course, take a screenshot. I'm gonna send it to my Telegram group. And while we are at it, guys, join that group. Believe me, you want to join that group. As you can see, we are issuing signals and we are immediately sending them to the group. So that's easy. These signals will be yours on your mobile immediately when we issue them. You're being pampered with signals. You don't need to look for them. They are going to be, okay, I'm gonna new folder for the signals of December 12th. This is the euro dollar, signal 1. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to place another signal, which is the buy at 45. The stop is 10.58. Our target is going to be 12.09 here, 12.09 and 12.60. At 12.09, of course, from 45 to 09.50, 64 pips. From this is 115 pips. And I'm going to give you even a smaller target. This time it's going to be the high that we saw in October. 86, 11.86. Remember that? So it is 41 pips. This is the highest price seen since August. From August until now, we saw this happen in the last minutes of trading on October 18th. It was a Friday just before the market closed. We got to 11.86. So I'm really hoping that we get back to this level. But let me double check, because it's been a while. Is it 86 or 83? 83. It is 83. Sorry, not 86, guys. 83, and that of course leaves us with 38 pips. 38 pips. Good. I'm going to screenshot this and I'm going to send it to the group immediately. Okay. With this, guys, of course, now we are ready to send these signals to our Telegram group. Let me switch to the group. This is the group. These are the signals from yesterday, as you can see. Now, December 12th, signals. December 12th. And these are the two signals. Of course, guys, don't forget to cancel one of them when the other is triggered. I really hope we get lower before we move higher, so we get in at a better price, at a lower price, and that of course will make it easy for us to reach good profit. So with this, guys, we come to the end of the first hour. Thank you very much for all these comments. I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to be part of that chat, but after a short break. Before I go, guys, I want to give a huge thank you to QTimeFX, our favorite forex broker in the whole world. Guys, QTimeFX is sponsoring this live stream. They were the sponsors when we made this much profit yesterday. They were the reason why you had yesterday's amazing signals. It's because of QTimeFX. And you know why? Because they want you to make money. This is the kind of broker who wants to make things easy for their clients. They want you to make money. That's why they are bringing me, a trader with 19 years of experience, a CMT, chartered market technician, and I have helped hundreds, if not more than that, of traders make money every day in the market. And they wanted me to come and give you these signals, 182 pips yesterday, because of QTimeFX. They paid me on your behalf to be here and to give you these signals. And that is something that is telling you how much they care about you. They want you to make profit. They want you to make money. They are making things easy for you to make money. And my honest advice after 19 years in the market is try to be trading with the kind of broker who cares about you, the kind of broker who makes money when you do. Because unfortunately, you know, in the real world, you know, we have the good guys and the bad guys. And in brokers, we have two kinds of brokers. There's this kind of a broker who makes money when you do and wants you to make money, wants you to get in, to get out, to make profit, and to continue trading with them for a very long time. And there is the other type of broker who makes money when you lose money. Unfortunately, of course, it's the real world. It's a jungle. So this kind of brokers do exist. QTimeFX is of the first kind. They want you to make money. They want you to make profit. They want you to be successful in the market. And that's why they got me here for you to give you these amazing signals that I'm very, very proud of. And not only that, of course, they are giving you fantastic trading conditions. Check this out. Guys, these spreads are amazing. I've been in the market for 19 years. And I really, really believe this is an amazing broker when you look at its spread and with zero commission, of course, because if you look around on the internet, you're going to find brokers who are offering you these kinds of spreads. But they compensate themselves with commission because they are not making a lot of money out of you with these very, very tight spreads. So they want more money. But no, not QTimeFX. QTimeFX wants to cut your trading cost to a minimum. That's why they are offering you very tight spreads and zero commission. What a combination. What a fantastic combination that is. Zero commission, very tight spreads. That means, of course, that you will be trading with a very, very low cost. And cutting your cost, of course, instead of trading to make money for your broker, you're making profit, but they are cutting some of it as spread, as commission. Then you'll be trading for your broker, not for yourself. But when you trade with a broker who is trying their best to cut your cost to a minimum, then you are trading for yourself, because the 95, maybe 99% of what you make in trading will be yours and will not be spent on trading costs. So guys, 0.4 of a pip on the euro dollar and the dollar yen, and I have seen with my own eyes spreads that are lower than this on the euro. I was watching the euro, and of course I watch it every day. Whenever I look, sometimes I even see 0.3, and I say to myself, wow, that is a tight spread. I love that spread. And of course, I love the fact that I don't pay commission on this account. That is absolutely fantastic, and I really, really love that. And of course, guys, they care about your security. They care about your funds. That's why they are segregated in UOB, which is ranked in the 22nd place in World Bank ranking. And now, guys, the promotion that everybody is talking about is the $500 promotion. Everybody's asking us about it. No, we get a ton of questions every day. This is the feedback I'm getting from my FX Educast team, which I am very proud to work with and to be a part of. The guys at FX Educast, they are answering questions every day about QTimeFX and about this amazing promotion, which is a huge success. And here how it goes. Guys, you can deposit $300 and be entitled to a bonus of $500, guys. That's a fat bonus. And it's not only trading credit, it is real money, guys. Real American green dollars that you can withdraw from your account and you can spend on anything you like. As I always say, you can take the missus out on a romantic evening or a romantic getaway for the weekend, resort, spa, anything like that. You both go and have some nice times, and she will be very happy about that. And you will tell her that you got $500 from QTime FX, and that would be great because she will be happy, you will be happy, and we will be happy. We want you to take this money. We really want you to take the bonus. Or if you are single, if there's no misses in your life, then lucky you. You can spend the money on anything that you like, on a gadget, on anything at all that you like. And of course, you're going to remember while you're spending these $500 that you got them from QTime FX, because QTime FX wants you to be happy, wants you to be a happy client, a happy trader, because when the trader is happy, the broker is happy. And when you are successful, we are successful. So guys, open your account with QTime FX and be entitled to a $500 bonus. Fantastic bonus. But for you guys who don't want to deposit that much, if you are an absolute beginner who's still trying with the market and you want to try with a very, very small amount, you can deposit $150 and you will get $250 in bonus. That is absolutely fantastic, guys. But there is one very important note. To get these promotional benefits, you must contact FX_Educast via Telegram. Again, FX_Educast via Telegram. So contact us there. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. We have the signals. We have the spread that is really amazing. We have zero commission, segregated funds, and a fat bonus. What more do you want? What more do you need as a trader? I'm giving you the chance to make money every day with these amazing signals, and QTime FX are doing their part with giving you the chance to trade with very tight spreads and zero commission and $500. So go immediately to your Telegram, contact us at FX_Educast, and the guys from FX Educast, they are very friendly and very professional. They will be there to answer any question you may have with big smiles on their faces, or to help you with the account opening process. Just go there and start your trip towards money, towards more money, towards profit, like we did yesterday, 182 pips on a single day in 3 trades. I think that's impressive. I want you to be a part of that success. So open your account with us so we can keep these webinars going every day free because of the sponsorship of QTime FX. Okay, guys, with this, we come to the time where we take our first break for the day, 5-6 minutes, something like that, and I will be back. Enjoy your time. The first thing I'm going to do after I come back is read all your comments and be a part of them. And after that, we are going to talk about more trading opportunities in the market. See you in 5, guys. Okay, guys, we are back again. Second hour for today. During the first hour, we talked about the euro. Of course, it deserves a lot of discussion because we had the Fed yesterday, and today we have the ECB and the UK elections, which is an event that is also connected to the euro because this elections is obviously about one thing: Brexit. You know that, I know that, everybody knows that. So whatever outcome comes out of there is going to affect the relationship between the UK and the EU, and of course that is going to affect the euro. So second hour, let's try and find more trading opportunities, guys. Now, before we talk about another pair, what I want to take a look is the chart for the dollar index that we talked about yesterday. This is exactly a chart from yesterday, not touched. I have drawn these trend lines. And at the end of yesterday's discussion, we said that we have a major support on the dollar index at 11, between 97.11 and 17. And as you can see, we are trying to push below it. We got to 97.04, which is good. This is the lowest level we have seen in a while. Let me see. Since this is of course a weekly chart, so this is the lowest level since August, guys. It's only a few pips below these the bottoms of these candles right here, just a few pips, but that does not change the fact that it is the lowest price or the lowest index reading on the dollar index since August, and that says something, guys. We are trying to break this major support, and if we do, all of our expectations on the four instruments we have been doing an analysis of every day in the past week or so: euro, pound, yen, and gold, all of them are expected to achieve gains against the dollar. We need to break 97.11 in a clean way, so we can move lower on the dollar and higher on everything else. So keep your eye on these levels here. Now we are already below the bottom of this area, but only with a few pips. We need more than that. We are moving in the right direction, but what I want to see is more than that. I want to see the dollar index push lower and lower. However, this is a fantastic start for this effort. We need the dollar to try and break these levels, this support area here, and with 0.4, 97.04, the bottom here, the lowest price so far or reading, we are trying to break below this support area. So once you see, let's say, the prices below 97, when we start 96, 95 or something like that, you know that the market is going to move in the direction we are expecting. Keep your eyes on the dollar index for today, and I'm going to keep my eye on the daily and weekly closes this week. I want a weekly close that is below this support area. I'm really praying for that. If we have a weekly close that is below this support area, that means that next week is going to be so much fun for us because we are betting against the dollar. And with a bearish close like this week, we can expect next week that the dollar will continue diving, will continue losing strength, and our instruments that we prefer to buy, euro, yen, pound, and gold, will all achieve us profit. Fingers crossed. Let's hope that this is what is going to happen. Okay, guys? So now it is time for the comments. I want to take a look at what is happening there, because I want to see you guys happy, and I really hope that you are. Result from yesterday's trading is 182 pips. Thank you, FX Educast, for stressing that. It is an honor for me to be able to make you guys this kind of profit in one day. James, good to see you too, James. Thank you for being here, buddy. Tell your friends about this. They will be so thankful when they make 182 pips in one single day. Blaine, 64 pips on gold. Fantastic, buddy. Fantastic. That is great. I had 55 pips as my limit, but of course, I knew it was going to move higher, but I didn't want to place a very large limit yesterday. You're the best, Munther. Thank you very much, Giovanni. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. No, don't be skeptic, buddy. We are making profit almost every day. In the vast majority of the days we have webinars on, we are making profit. It's very rare that we are making loss. But of course, nobody makes money every day. We are doing excellent because we are making money on the vast majority of these days. So it's absolutely fantastic. James, yeah, that's very good. Also got 81 pips with the pound. Fantastic, James. Fantastic. Congrats to you, buddy. Cheers back, Michael. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here for one more day. Get some drinks something. Of course. Michael, making profit on the dollar yen. Yes, it's fantastic. When I saw it pushing down yesterday, I was very happy, but still, we need to see more than that on the dollar yen. I'm expecting more, much more. And I think that the move lower will start happening anytime. Anytime now, at any minute, it may start falling because the dollar index is getting weaker. The euro is rising, gold is rising. So what's holding the yen back? I think it will not hold for a very long time, and it will join the party. It dropped a little bit yesterday, the dollar yen, but we want it to drop much more than that. Lorna, hello back. How you doing? You can open your account with us, Lorna, and start making the kind of profit that we are talking about here. Yesterday results, last week, the week before, every week we are making money. We're making profit for you guys. And that is, of course, because of our favorite broker in the whole world, QTime FX. Guys, we are here because of QTime FX, because they want this to happen. They really want this to happen. They want you to get these signals. They want you to be successful. They want you to make money because they are the kind of broker who makes money when you do. And that's why they are trying to cut your trading costs to a minimum. Euro dollar 0.4, imagine that. And I have seen lower than that with my own eyes, guys. I'm a witness to that. And of course, zero commission. Because tight spreads on their own are not good enough. We want tight spreads and we want zero commission. This is what traders cheer when they have a protest. What do we say? We want tight spreads. We want no commission. Right? So this is what you get with QTime FX. Tight spreads, zero commission, and of course segregated funds, and the sponsorship of a webinar which is providing you with a lot of a profit. On top of that, of course, on top of that, guys, what we have is the $500 bonus, which is the talk of the town. Everybody's talking about it. Tons of questions every day are coming towards us, asking us how to get the $500. For that, you must contact FX_Educast via Telegram, and the guys from FX Educast will be really nice and helpful. Okay, people, back to the charts. So this is all. I don't want to waste too much time on the dollar index because we said everything we wanted to say yesterday. It is all about the support area. We really, really need this support area to be broken. And we are trying. The low currently, the current low for today is 9704. And that is below the bottom of this area. We are currently trading at 08, which is also below the bottom of this area. But these are just few pips. That's not a break. We want to push. We want to real push to the downside, like 20 pips below the bottom of this area. Then I will feel very good about shorting the dollar all over the board. Okay, my people. Now, the pound. The currency with elections today. My God. Yesterday, we bought the pound at 31.38 and we got away with a profit of 81 pips at 32.19. Fantastic performance from the pound. I had absolutely no doubts that we are pushing towards 32.19, which is, I'm going to show you why it's important. We need the daily chart for that. It is a retracement level, an important retracement level. I'm going to delete everything and start fresh. The whole drop from the top seen in March to the bottom seen in September, this whole drop has its 88.6 Fibonacci retracement level, the last retracement level. There are no retracements above this. It has this level at 32.19. That's why I wanted to target 19. I wanted to see us reach 19. And we did 32.19. We did. It was amazing. It was very good to see that number on the screen. I was so happy when I saw the limit done. Now we are trading exactly at 19. Look at this price. We are kissing this level. In my opinion, this is the resistance we need to care about for today. But a warning, of course, if you guys are already trading with any broker, chances are you got an email yesterday or the day before or on Monday that this week the margin requirements for the pound are going higher, and even for the FTSE 100, the London Stock Exchange index. Your broker is raising your margin requirements. Why is that? Because, of course, it is a very risky situation, and that's what brokers do. When it's high risk, they require more margin to get into a risky situation. So just by getting that email, you know that we are now in a risky situation if we want to trade the pound. And we are going to trade the pound, of course, but we need to pay attention. Yesterday, we had the stops for both the buy and the sell orders at 49 pips. I'm going to try and see if this is possible today. If it's possible, that would be great, because I don't want to have large stops, 85 or 90 pips, on a day like this. But of course, it all comes back to the chart. We need to check the chart and see if that is possible. First thing I want to take a look at is what is happening on the indicators, and I will start with the daily. Although the RSI is in the overbought area, it does not look exhausted because it is still moving to the upside. We are at 83 and we're still moving to the upside. Now for the stochastic, we also don't see any signs of weakness because the fast stochastic indicator is above the slow. The MACD is above the signal line. So although these indicators have high readings over both areas, they do not show exhaustion, and that is very good for the pound. On the 4-hour chart, it's not that rosy here. The RSI is flat and it may start falling anytime soon, but of course it may not. We cannot assume that it will, but it means that we need to be careful about this. There is no cross here, but if the fast crosses below the slow, also that's a warning sign. MACD is flat, it's useless here. It does not mean anything at all. This is not helpful. One fact that we are trading above the moving average, this is very good on the 4-hour chart. We are finding support very close to the moving average band, and that is absolutely fantastic. As you see yesterday during the agent session, or even that was a few hours before the agent session, and then again during the agent session, just before Europe Open here, in both times we found support inside the moving average band, and that's bullish, of course. After that, the market started moving to the upside because that's what happens after we find support in the moving average area. Now, to the upside, we need to break 32.19. We really do need to break 32.19. If we do, I think a long position will be justified even at these high levels. But the problem is, of course, the elections. So today I'm really scared that the pound will hit this top, but it's okay. It's an election day. If you prefer not to trade on an election day, nobody can blame you. And I really think that we may want to see that happening. So I'm going to look for opportunities and see if it is okay to trade today or if we can skip to another instrument. So there's no doubt in my mind that we need to pay attention to the resistance at 32.19. But what about the support? If we draw this rising trend line from recent bottoms, the Thanksgiving bottoms, we can see that currently it is running more than 150 pips below current prices, which makes it a very far support. We need to look for closer support levels, and for that, I'm going to go to the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, as you can see, the RSI is dropping, but now it may be changing. Stochastic is about to cross. The MACD is above its signal line, so not really. Although this is a weakness sign, it's not really very weak because it was followed by a strength sign. This might be just a pose, guys. And the next time we are 10 pips or something like that above 32.19, we might be in. Now, on the 4-hour chart, I'm interested in the moving average band, and I want to see here the top of this band, if that's very close to a micro-term retracement level. And I think the 61.8 is going to be that level. Let me check. Yes. So 31.52. This is the support that I'm going to pay attention to today. And with that, I think the stop will be larger than we want it to be. So resistance is at 32.19. Support is at 31.52. Now I'm going to look for other resistance and support levels. For example, definitely this bottom here is very important. Why? Look how close it is to the bottom of the moving average band. So 31.03 is also a support that we really need to care about. 31.03, resistance. Resistance, guys, now we have 32.19. We don't have another resistance because we are currently at this one. Okay. I'm gonna go to even lower time frames. As you can see, we are finding support very close to the moving average band on all time frames from 15 hours, sorry, from 15 minutes to 4 hours. So that is, of course, bullish. When we see this behavior, it is a bullish behavior. It's very, very indicative of strength. So I want to try now and look for a closer support even above 31.52. Maybe we can use that as a support where we can initiate a long position. Let me just focus on a chart for a minute. So guys, if we draw a trend line that connects these tops right here, this one, this one, this one, and use the parallel line and place it on this bottom right here, we can see that this trend line is currently running very, very close to this bottom, which is also a bottom that happened at the lower limit of the moving average band. A price bottom here is meaningful, and with a trend line very close to it, I think its importance is doubled. So I'm going to use this as a support now, another support, 3204. Many trend lines on the chart right now. We have also, so I was thinking, if we drop to 3204, we can buy. If we start trading above 3219, we can buy. Or maybe I'm going to skip this for risk management reasons, not for analysis reasons. The analysis, guys, it is clear. You know, indications of an uptrend of strength are all over the charts. 15-minute charts, hourly, 4-hour, daily. We have bottoms very close to the moving average. The price is dropping to the moving average band and then rising again. That is, of course, an indication that move to the upside is still in control of the market. But you know, I don't want to be placing stops of 90 pips or something like that today. So if we can trade this without these huge stops, it's okay. But if we need to use huge stops, maybe I will skip these trading opportunities. So let's try. I heard that Boris Johnson leads the polls with 11%, I think. So it's probably going to be an easy win for him. And maybe we will finally know what is going to happen to this Brexit thing, because I think he's going to do it, and he's going to do it fast. And when uncertainty goes away, I think that's good for everybody, for Europe, for the UK, for traders, for investors, for everybody. We don't want to be in this kind of uncertainty for a very, very long time. And the previous cabinet in the UK was unable to finish these things. Maybe Mr. Johnson will. I hope he does, and I hope he does soon. So let's try, and I'm just thinking out loud. Maybe I will issue these signals, maybe not, depending on the stop. Let's try a long at 3204. Now my stop needs to be below 3152. Let's say 20 pips below that, 31, 32, 72 pips. I want to cut that a little bit, but it's no, leave it. This is what I do when I'm trading on my own. You know, I say to myself, this is the stop. No. Yes. No. Yeah. Raise it 10 pips. Calculate. Always calculating risk management in my head, because it is not only analysis, guys. If you think that analysis will make you a successful trader on its own without the help of risk management, don't know what you are talking about. Without risk management, even if you were a great analyst, you will not make it in this market. But with risk management, even if you are a good or even average analyst, seems like I got disconnected. I hope everything is okay now. Now, yeah, the video is back. So I'm thinking about this risk management. The size of my stop is very important in issuing this signal. So this is hardly a yes. Hardly a yes. I'm gonna take my chances because it's elections, guys. You need to take your chances on such days. Don't be afraid. You have your stop, that's fine. Now shoot for the stars. So of course, for the group, I'm gonna still issue very small targets, but on my trading account, I don't think I will place very small targets. I will need to go to the daily chart. And of course, I'm talking about the daily chart for the cable, not for the euro. This is a wave count from a long time ago, and as you can see, guys, wave counts are amazing. When we got this ABC, I knew we are going to fly. ABCs are always very, very helpful in trading. If you know how to identify them, you got yourself a very important tool, very helpful, that can be extremely useful in spotting excellent trading opportunities. This is a flat ABC. It was very obvious, especially that we had a 1, 2, 3 wave sequence to the upside, because flat usually appears in waves 4 or B. So with the 3 waves before that, then having a flat in wave 4 made perfect sense. If you are an Elliotician, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you want to ask me anything, please do. So after that, we had 1, 2, of course, 3. And then we're going to have 4 and 5. So I don't think 3 is done here. I don't think 3 is done yet. We need to see some kind of correction. No. I think all of this is 3, and maybe it's going to continue moving to the upside. So still, there is very good potential to the upside. Now, what about the targets? These stops right here will be our target for today, guys. 33, it's the highest price seen in a long time. 33, this is from June 2018. That's a year and a half ago. Since that time until today, these stops here at 33.81 and around that are the highest prices seen on the cable. So we need to be targeting these levels here. Doesn't have to be the top itself, maybe a level that is just below it. For example, this top right here, which is 33.50. Wow, that makes a good target. Going to use it as a second target, but I'm going to place this target on my trading account with QTime FX, of course. Now, initial target. I'm going to go back to the daily here. See this top right here? It is 32.69. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. 32.69 and 33.50. Okay. Now, in case we break 31.52, I wanna be short. And of course, it depends on the election. We may do that. It will be extremely arrogant to say that, yeah, I know, I'm sure the pound will go higher when there is elections. Guys, this is an event that can change the direction of the market. So we need to be modest. We need to understand that this is huge. And no matter what we believe in, we need to respect the chances of the market moving to the other side, to the other direction, away from our expectations, because it's elections, guys, elections. And not just elections, as I said in the past 2 days, I said this is a 2-in-1, guys, because it's elections about Brexit. So it is elections and it is Brexit 2-in-1. But I'm going to place myself 20 pips below 31.52, so at 31.32. Or maybe not. You can tell that today I'm not really into trading the pound, but I'm trying my best to issue good signals. Honestly, if I was on my own without webinars, I would 99% I would not trade the pound today. But I'm still gonna issue these signals for you guys and try to achieve some profit. Stop should be let's say 32. Yes, that's enough. And now for the targets. For the targets, if we sell at 31.42, that means we will be selling here, this area. And if we get here, then of course we will be expecting a drop. We do have support here. It's not a major support. This is an interesting trend line. Currently, this trend line is around 30.70. In the next hours, it's going to be around 80. Just around these bottoms right here, 85. So I'm going to use 30.85 if that fits. 30.85 as my initial target. On my account for today, guys, I'm gonna use the target number 2 for both signals, for the buy and the sell. So if we drop below this trend line, of course that means that the pound could absolutely collapse. And for that, I'm gonna check the retracements for this last part of the move. This is a good target, 29.83. I'm going to see the 50% also and choose between them. 30.30 and 29.83. How about, I was thinking about this even before I saw the chart. How about 30 figure, for example? Here we do have bottoms that are very close to 29.83, and that's why I'm going to use this level. 20, not 30. Okay, so with this, let's hope for the best. Election day is usually a day with stops, you know. Now I'm going to try and see if we can buy above 32.19. If we can place a good stop, I'm gonna issue that signal. If we need a large stop, I'm gonna skip it. So buy at 32.29, for example, 10 pips above that. We are currently at 20, so 10 pips around above current levels. Now, where do I place my stop if I do this? This is the most important question. If it's a close stop, reasonable stop, 50, 60, something like that, 65, then okay. But if it's 95, so if you buy here, I think we need to calculate the retracements for one. Yes, this is probably wave 3 and 31.70. We got the moving average band, both moving averages very close here to the 50% level, 31.70. So if we can place our stop 20 pips below that, 31.50. Now the targets, target 1, target 2. Target 1 is going to be at, our second target is also, it's going to be the same, 33.50. I'm going to use the same targets for both, or maybe the top itself, 81, 33.81, the highest price seen in the past year and a half. We're not very far from that. Election day, 200, 300 pips a day between the high and the low are completely possible. So it's not very far in terms of an election day. So these are the 3 recommendations for today. If you are trading the pound, if you want to trade the pound today, if you must trade the pound today, please pay attention to your risk management. Always calculate worst case scenario, okay? And take good care of your account. It's an election day. Of course, the results will not be coming during the day. They will start to come late in the night, and you need to watch as they come out. Keep your stops in place. Don't risk too much. Don't say, well, it's okay, I'm not going to place a stop today. The market will come back. No, on election days, if it moves, it will not come back. So be careful, okay? These are the 3 recommendations. And of course, as always, when we have 2 recommendations in the same direction, once one of them is triggered, we immediately cancel the other. Deal, guys? Deal. So let's start working. No, not this one. This is the one I want. Now for the pound, let's go. It's 12th today. It is 8 a.m. GMT. It's going to be 8 a.m. GMT in a few minutes. We need a few minutes to prepare them, so I'm going to issue them at 8. The first buy is 32.04. My stop is going to be 31.42. My targets are going to be 32.69 and 33.50, right? 32.69 is, of course, that's 65 pips. 33.50 is 146. And I'm going to give you a smaller target here. I was thinking the high here is 30. No, that's very, very close. 30. So what about 10 pips above that high? 40. 32. 40. If we try to push above that high, then we get our limit 36 pips. I'm gonna screenshot that, guys. Right in front of you. I want to issue these signals right in front of you to the group, because I want you to join this group, guys. Our Telegram group has hundreds of people there. And why? Because they want the signals, and these signals work. You can see this from the videos. We are doing very well. We are making profit. And they are free up until now. Maybe we'll change our mind. But up until now, they are free, guys, and enjoy them. Enjoy them because they are free. So this is the first recommendation on the pound. Today is 12th. GBP, USD 1. Now another signal is going to be to buy at 29. Of course, once one of them is triggered, please cancel the other. The stop is 60. Targets 29. I think we need 69 here. That's going to be the first target. 69. That means 40 pips, of course. And after 69, we'll have 33.81. 152 pips. We still have a room for target in the middle. I'm going to use 33 here, or actually 33.29, 100 pips. I'm going to screenshot this. And I'm gonna have a sell as well, 12th of course, 8 GMT. Gonna have a short here at 31.42. $32. I'm trying to minimize my stops for today. It's going to be a risky day for trading the cable or any other pound pair, of course. Now the targets, we have 30.85. I'm going to place it here, 30.85. 85, that is 59 pips. 57, sorry, 57 pips. And second target, or the last target, is going to be 29.83, which is 159 pips. Now I'm gonna of course give you a smaller target. How about 31, guys? 31, that is 42 pips. No, I want it to be even smaller than that. I want 35 pips, so I'm gonna place it 31.07. Okay, people, this is also the recommendation for today. 3 recommendations today on the pound on the elections day. And immediately, of course, to our Telegram group. Yeah. £3 recommendations sent to you guys on the group. Join the group, guys. You need to join this group. I really, really want you to join this group because I am sending you guys the signals to this group, as you can see, live in front of you. So if you missed the video for any reason, if you just take your eyes off the screen for 5 minutes, you need to do something around the office, or if somebody called you or anything at all, or if you cannot attend the webinar, then just by subscribing to our group, you will get these signals right to your mobile phone. Okay, people? Now, Michael's on the chat. Have you ever done large-scale investments? Well, yeah, but not as large as I want them to be. I was working with an investment fund in Istanbul, Turkey, and they were trading a very, very large number on my advice, and I was making so much money with them. But you know, I like doing things on my own. That's just me. I don't know. I mean, with this experience and certificate, or this ability to read the market, it is easy to, and I'm sorry about this noise coming out from outside. It's easy to find a job with a broker or an investment fund, but I don't know, something about the market. It's not only the money, it is the freedom, guys. The freedom that trading gives you. When you trade, when you are good in trading, then you are free, because you can do this and you can live by doing this. You don't need a boss or any other person bossing you around, telling you when to come to the office, when to go away. I'm working on my own, feeling great. I'm very happy to provide webinars or seminars, but I don't want to go to an office at 7 a.m. in the morning or 6:30 for trader meeting, for example, or these things. I like freedom, and that's why I'm working on my own. Of course, I do things with other brokers, but I don't want to be committed to a job. As for me, for my own self, yeah, well, not very huge, not very, very huge. I want to get there, and I'm getting there, believe me. But whenever I started trading large amounts. I feel excited, of course, but at the same time, I feel worried, more worried than usual. So every month, this is, of course, my real account with the QTime FX. These are this is the level of trading that I'm doing at the moment. Not larger than this. This is the balance, as you can see, and this is the size of the trades that I usually take. So it's not really something huge. It's not small. It's medium. Let's say it is medium. But believe me, Michael, I'm getting there. 2020 is the year in which I want to trade a much larger account than this one, and I'm trying my best to achieve this in 2020. Be there with me. You will see, hopefully, fingers crossed, of course, you will see a much larger number in my account than what you are seeing on the screen right now. Okay, buddy? Thank you for that question. I always like your questions, guys. I do, I really do. And I want you to ask me anything you want, anything at all. Okay? How long did you trade? Well, buddy, it was almost, it is today, almost exactly 19 years since I first stepped into a broker's office. I'm going to tell you my story in a couple of minutes. Well, when I was a kid, when I was 13 years old and 14 years old, believe me, guys, I was taking the information sheet from the local newspaper that gives you the prices of all local stocks. We have a small, of course, small market here. It's not huge, but it's very good days, exciting days. And when I was 13, I was taking this out of the newspaper. Of course, every day they publish this in the newspaper. What happened in the previous day, what the open prices, the volume, closing prices for all listed stocks. And I was 13 when I was collecting these from the paper. So I knew since I was a kid what I wanted to do. My dad was a physician, a doctor, medical doctor, and he wanted to push me in that direction, but I said, no, of course not, man. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to the financial market and I'm going to be something there. And I'm very happy that I made that decision. 19 years ago, I was, of course, looking for a job back then, and I've sent my CV to an ad in the paper. It was in English. So they called me on a Thursday in December, just like these days. And the guy on the line said, you have an interview tomorrow. In this part of the world, guys, Friday is off. In the Middle East, we have Friday off, so it's not a working day. So when he said, you have an interview tomorrow, and it was a Friday, I said to him, but tomorrow's Friday. He said, yeah, we work on Fridays. I felt strange. What is this company that works on Fridays? Everybody else is sleeping. I put on my suit, and I woke up very early. My family was still sleeping. My friends, everybody is sleeping. It's Friday early in the morning, and I went to the offices of this company, and I had my interview. The first minute I stepped into the office, they had this price screen right on the reception. Right when you step in, you see, of course, a gorgeous lady on the reception with the price screen. And when I got in there, and I saw the prices, they had prices and small charts also. It was one of these computer monitors back then who have a back like a belly. Remember these ones before the flat ones? And it was there. And when I got into that office and I saw the numbers and I saw these flashes, I said to myself, immediately, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. That Friday was December 15th, 2000. And 3 days from now, it's going to be exactly 19 years. And since then, I have been in the trading business. Very happy about it. I worked in many countries. I worked in Middle Eastern countries like Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and of course my country, Jordan. I worked in Egypt, Syria. I worked with a huge investment fund in Turkey. and I was the trade advisor, the advisor to the fund manager. He moved a very, very large amount of money on my word, and I was very proud of that. I worked with investing.com, a very famous website for analysis and news, and there I had my analysis. They liked my analysis very much. They translated it to 15 languages. I got my chartered market technician in 2015, and I have been trading for 19 years. Very, very happy about it. Very happy when I see these trades, when I see these numbers, when I see profit like this. I feel very happy when I see these things happening to me, closing these trades with profit. You know, it's something that makes you feel very, very good about what you do. And what makes me feel extremely good about I do is helping traders who are beginners to make money in the market. Okay, because I've been there, guys. When I started, it was horrible. It was horrible. Do you think I was trading like this 19 years ago? I was losing on every trade because we did not get enough education. We did not get enough trading. I started trading after a very short course, 1 week, almost 2 hours a week, 2 hours a day. That was the training that we got. Is this enough to trade in the financial markets? Of course not. These short courses will give you only bits and pieces of information you need to trade. So our first broker gave us very, very weak training, and we were losing on every trade. We did not know what technical analysis is, just very, very little about it. But then, of course, I wanted to achieve something in my life. I wanted to be a trader because it was a dream of my life since I was 13 years old, when I was collecting these sheets from the newspaper, local newspaper, about the financial markets, and I wanted to be successful. So I went back. I was very lucky to meet a gentleman who gave me a book to read. He said, "Take this book and read it." And I went back home and I read it nonstop until I finished it. I still remember it. It was a book about Elliott wave, the wave principle, written by Robert Prester. And that was the first book I read. I felt that now I understand, or at least there is a way to understand where the market is going. And that made me very happy. I started reading one book after the other and getting my hands on every piece of information I can, just like I advise you to do. And then my trading started to get better, a little bit better. Of course, with experience, it gets better and better and better. And every year, every month, every week, you trade with every position. You learn something new until you get good with trading. This is my story, guys. Thank you very much for this question. When is the best Forex day of your life? Do you remember? Well, in 2002, I started trading with $7,000 for my own. That was the first time I traded for my own, not for a client. And I turned them to 48,000 in 40 days. I think when I got to the 48, that was the best day. But I'm going to tell you a secret. 36 hours after that, or maybe 40 hours, something like that, not 48 hours, the count was 0. So it was a wild trip. Recently, I don't know if when I was working in Saudi Arabia, we made 50,000 in 1 minute. That was a great day. We took an adventure, me and a client. We had the charts pointing into a direction, obvious direction. We had an important figure coming at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and we placed our bet, and we made 50,000 in 1 minute. Now, working with this investment fund in Turkey, those were the days. I think those were the days we were making 7 figures. Some days, on a good day, we made profit of 7 figures. And of course, when the fund manager is telling me, "You're doing great, we're doing great, we're doing this, we're making this kind of profit," those were the best days of my life, and I made so much money with them back then. But Hey, the eagle flies alone. This is all I have to say. The eagle flies alone, and I want to fly alone. I want freedom. It's when you make so much money, but you are tied to a desk. That's not real freedom. I mean, money is great, but I want the money, and I want the freedom, and I'm willing to sacrifice a part of the money to get freedom. These questions are amazing, guys. Thank you. You made me have so much fun with answering your questions. Yeah, I think the second question, one of the days when we got to, I'm gonna tell you the number. I can't hold it anymore. When we got to 120 million Turkish liras in that account, and the fund manager told me that we got that kind of money in the account because of the profit we made. That was probably the best day of my career. It was in 2011. And he said, we were using the messenger back then. Do you remember MSN Messenger? It does not exist anymore. Those were old days, guys. So he said, can I call you? And I said, of course. After we closed one position, it was a great position. We made much profit, and he said that we're going to take the Christmas off. It was also December. All of these things happened to me in December. So he said, but can I call you before we go on our vacation? I said, of course. And he said to me, word for word, he said, I worked in London, I worked in Istanbul, I worked with the biggest banks in the world, and I have not seen anything like this. And when he said this to me, I felt like it's the best thing that anybody said to me. And he said, now we are trading 120 million Turkish liras. That's like maybe back then it was, I think, 30 to 40 million dollars. And that was, of course, the whole account, not the size of each trade, but the whole money invested in the account. That was 8 figures in dollars. That is very, very exciting. You made me remember the best days in my career, guys. Thank you very much for these questions. We're going to take a very short break. It's going to be 4 or 5 minutes, that's all. And then we will be talking about gold and yen before we say goodbye for today. Don't go away. Stay tuned, because after the break we are going to look for trading opportunities. And of course, when there's elections, ECB today and the Fed yesterday, gold is something that we really, really need to take a look at, because it can really move in these situations, and we may find very, very good trading opportunities there. So don't go away. Stay with us, and only 4 or 5 minutes, and I will be back. For now, I really, really want to thank the reason why we are here, guys. The reason why you are asking me these questions and I'm answering it. The reason why I'm issuing these signals and you guys are making profit on them is QTime FX, our generous sponsor, our favorite forex broker in the whole world. Guys, QTime FX wants you to make money, wants you to be successful, because they are the kind of broker who is successful when you are successful. When their traders, when their investors are successful, they make money. When you don't make money, they will be very sad and they will not make money. They don't want you to lose your account. They don't want you to lose your trades. They want you to make money. That's why they got you this webinar and these webinars every day, with trading opportunities, with signals, with everything to make it easier for you to make money in the market, especially these fantastic spreads, zero commission, segregated funds, and on top of that, of course, the bonus everybody is talking about. $500, guys. $500, not 50. The zero is not a mistake. It is $500 of bonus. All you have to do is open your account with us, deposit $300, start trading, and you will get a bonus of $500. Of course, there's a number of lots that you need to trade before you can withdraw. because otherwise this will be easily exploited by a lot of traders. And if you guys don't want to deposit $300, we have a smaller bonus for you guys who want to start smaller than that. If you are an absolute beginner, somebody who wants to just check how the market is going with real money, and you want to deposit something like $150, don't worry about that. We got your bonus for you. Even with $150, you will be entitled to a bonus of $250. That is fantastic. But this is not the bonus I want you to go for. I really want you to go for the 500. Okay? So open your account today, deposit $300 or more, and get yourself a bonus of $500. To get promotional benefits, you must contact FX_Educast via Telegram. FX_Educast via Telegram, guys. With this, we will take our second and final break. It's going to be very short, maximum 5 minutes, and I will be back to talk about gold and the dollar yen. Don't go away. Okay, people. Sorry about that. How you doing? How's everybody? We are back, and I really hope that you guys are ready for more action. This is your host, Munther Marji CMT with QTime FX and FX Educast. And we have issued trading signals for today. And of course, we still have time for, unfortunately, we did not place the pound signal, so we are going to do so right now on our QTime FX account, guys. So I forgot about them. We were talking, the chat was really nice, really exciting. So I'm gonna, of course, now place them on the account. We do have buy at 32.04. Our stop is 31.42. Our limit, I'm going to use target number 2 today, guys, for all GBP signals, because it's an opportunity. Of course, the market can move very fast and very strongly in one direction. So I'm going to use 33.50 for this one. Keep your fingers crossed and place. We also have a buy at 32.22. Actually, sorry. I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to do this and buy stop, of course, not limit. Okay, now at 31.60. And the limit is going to be 33.81. Again, target number 2. Keep your fingers crossed. And of course, when one of them is triggered, please cancel the other. This is always the rule. When we have 2 signals in the same direction, we always cancel the other one. When one of them is triggered, we go immediately and cancel the other one. We have sell here at 31.42. In case we get there. Stop is 32. And the limit is going to be 29.83. So stop. So 29.83. 42, 32, and place. And there you go, guys. We do have our pound signals ready to react to any market action. Okay, people. So now, immediately, gold. Let's go. Gold was fantastic yesterday. It moved in the direction we expected, of course. I'm gonna use a 1-hour chart. As you see, guys, this is a fantastic move to the upside. Let me delete these trend lines. We don't need them anymore. Now, with this drop, of course, it looks like an ABC. Now, the recovery came from a level that is very close to the Marji level, 71.4. I called the Marji retracement. And from there, we move higher. Of course, we moved higher, just as expected. No jokes about my age, Michael, okay? That's supplement. Well, I've been trading for 19 years. You do the math. So I'm definitely at least 19 years. So guys, if we draw a trend line from here, let me delete this one as well. Now I want to be focusing on this last part. I want to calculate retracements for this last part. Yes, this last part from here. And as you can see, guys, the 50%, 61.8% retracement levels are both, especially 61.8, very close to the moving average band on the hourly chart. That's why I'm going to use this 61.8 here as my support for today. So my support is going to be 68.9. Support 68.9. Now resistance is not as easy to identify because we have been rising in a rather sharp way for the past 24 hours. So we may go to the 15-minute chart and try to draw a trend line. Down from this high. And as you can see, this trend line is currently running just a little bit below the moving average band, which is currently around 74.7. So that's going to be my resistance, 74.7. Anyone that gives way is an opportunity to trade. And not only that, I'm going to use the support as an opportunity to establish or re-establish a long position. So my recommendation for today is going to be like this. Buy, of course, blue. You know the color code, right? Buy at 1468.9, and I will have another buy at, if we break above resistance, 10 pips above resistance, or actually at the resistance itself, because it's a falling trend line, and in the next few hours it's going to be lower and lower. So even at this level, a long will be justified a few hours from now, and it may start moving with the ECB or with figures coming from the United States at 8:30 Eastern. It's a Thursday. There's always a number coming out on Thursday. At least the jobless claims, sometimes more than that, more than one number. So we'll see about that. Okay, my stop here needs to be below this bottom from which we started this final part of the rising move, and that is 62.60. So 20 pips below that means 60.60. 83 pips, yes, for gold, that's reasonable. And now two targets, target 1, target 2. Initial target for this move, target 2 is definitely 1495.9. I said this yesterday, the day before. We are getting there, guys. This is my expectation. I'm going to use this key target. It's a very important target, as long as we are close to it, trying to reach there, trying to get there. With such a move to the upside, we are obviously trying to get there. So, first target, this is the one that I need to care about for now. I want an initial target. This top right here is 75.70. I think it makes a good target for this move. Yeah, it does. So this is my initial recommendation for today. Now the second one, stop, is going to be below the support. So it's 66.9, 66.9. Yeah, that is 78, sorry, it's okay. Yeah, 78 is fine, no problems there. target 1 is going to be modest, target 2 is going to be aggressive, 95.9. Target 1, I'm going to use 80, a round number for this target. I'm not going to issue short signals for today, guys. Although breaking below this bottom here is a reason to go short, but I'm going to skip this time because currently with yesterday's move, gold is further confirming that yes, we are right about expecting a very strong move to the upside. So I don't want to be stuck in a short position today, and then maybe the market will drop 20 pips, 30 pips below that, and then it takes off 100 or something like that. I don't want to be caught in a short position. Immediately to my account, and I'm gonna, yes, I'm gonna place my orders here at a buy stop at 74.7. $669, and you know what, I'm gonna use the second target. 95.9. Yes, shoot for the stars. So this is it. Now another order to a buy limit. If we drop, I also want to be long. If we find support at 68.9, I want to be long. So my stop's going to be 60.60. And my limit, again, shoot for the stars, guys, today, 95.9. And there you go. This is it for gold today. I'm going to issue the signals to the group immediately after we finish this video. But for now, I really want to waste zero time and move immediately to the dollar yen. I want to see if there's a trading opportunity there. Yesterday, of course, we had a sell at 62, but we did not reach this price until after the Fed. And of course, we cancel the orders which are not triggered by Europe close, and that of course happens 2.5 hours before the Fed. So it was already canceled. We did not have a sell at 862. Even if you forgot to cancel the order, it is pretty much where it is opened. Of course, you should cancel, but just in case you forgot to, now we're trading at 64, 65. We opened at 62, so we're about or right around the same area that this forgotten order initiated your position. So for now, I'm gonna check if there is a trading opportunity. Honestly, with breaking below this trend line yesterday after the Fed and this trend line, I favor the short. And of course, I favor the short even before that. But this further confirms that we are correct about expecting more yen strength and more dollar weakness. So with this also, just look at this, guys. Look at this. We are topping at the moving average after penetrating a trend line to the downside. That's just classic sell. You know, it's obvious. So I want to sell the minute we get the first pip below the low of the current hourly candle. The low is 58, so I'm going to use 58 itself. I'm sorry about that. Yes. 58. Now the resistance is, of course, it's still the same as yesterday, because we thought that we have resistance at 50% level, because this is the level just above recent tops. We stopped closer to the 38.2, but we don't want to risk it at 38.2. We are willing to wait a little bit more than that in case the market moves against our expectations, because I see real good trading opportunities here. So the only thing I'm going to change from yesterday recommendations is the entry for the sell with only 4 pips from 62 to 58, and of course that will change the stop for the buy also from 62 to 58. And I really believe that we can start dropping very soon on the dollar yen. So I'm gonna head to my trading account and place my order to sell at 58. Still stop, of course. We are very close to that price, only a few pips above it. Sell at 58, stop at 109.25. I'm going to use the first target on the dollar yen, which is 107.87. And place. And there you go, guys. This is your sell signal for the yen, for the dollar yen. Sell dollar yen at 108.58, stop 109.25, limit 107.87. Another signal for the yen in case a surprise happens and we go back to trade above 109. I don't expect that to happen, but if it does, if we break above 109.05 with a good number of pips, and that being 20 pips, I want to be long, because that means there's a surprise in the market. The market is moving in the direction that is surprising everybody. And when this happens, or at least in the direction against the technical outlook, and when this happens, most of the time these moves are strong and they travel enough to give you some good profits. So I'm going to use 109.25 as my entry for a long position. I hope it will not be triggered. I really hope so. But in case we get there, I have zero problems buying the dollar yen. Now my limit is going to be the first 109.73. Yes, 109.73. And place. There you go. The last recommendation in this webinar: buy dollar yen at 109.25, stop loss at 108.58, and take profit at 109.73. With this, guys, we come to the end of today's webinar. As always, we issued signals for 4 instruments. Talking to you is so much fun. I really hope we can get more than 4, but you know, we have a lot of things to do. The group, placing the orders on a real account, and answering your questions on the chat. So I think we're going to be limited to 4 instruments from now on. I will try my best to make that number more than 4, but honestly, it looks hard. So with this, guys, we come to the end. Right after I finish this video, in a few minutes from now, I'm gonna send the yen and gold signals to the group. So be sure to join our Telegram group, guys. Be sure to join our Telegram group. FX Educat's Premium Signal Group Chat. This is the name that we are going with now. And we have hundreds of members there, guys. You need to be there. I want you to be there, because these hundreds of guys, they are getting these signals right from the video, right to their mobile phones. They just open Telegram and they find a signal. This group is going to be a premium, so enjoy it while it is free. It's going to be limited to QTime FX clients. That's all. We're going to give you the best trading opportunities if you are our client. If you are a client of another broker, then go to that broker and get yourself some signals. So you don't want to miss these signals. I have been showing you profit day after day after day, guys. And I'm really interested in making you profit every day. Almost every day. Nobody makes profit every day, but we are making profit on the vast majority of days, guys. And people who are not in this group are missing out on these fantastic trading opportunities. You don't want to miss that. You want to be a part of this success, join the group. I'm gonna take good care of this group. I'm gonna be sending you recommendations every day. And of course, if you have any questions, if you have anything to talk about, if you want to contact me with any question, I will try my best to answer all of your questions about the market, about trading, about these recommendations, and of course about our broker QTime FX, about opening account there, and about using the promotion that we are currently going with, and that is of course the $500 bonus promotion. So guys, it's been fantastic talking to you today. We made fantastic results yesterday. We are keeping our fingers crossed for more of the same today. The signals are there in front of you. Here they are, and they will be in the chat group, in the group on Telegram, guys. Don't waste time. Join this group immediately. Contact us, FX_Ducast via Telegram, of course, and we will be there to help you with everything you need help of. And as I told you before, guys, you can ask me about the results of football matches. I don't care. I will answer all of your questions with a big smile on my face. Okay, people? Fantastic meeting with you. We have another appointment 21 hours from now. Tomorrow it's going to be the final day of the week, and we are going to have ourselves so much fun. In the last day before the weekend, we will try and push this fantastic week, which is full of profit, yet to more profit in the final day tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that. More trading opportunities, more signals, more profit, hopefully tomorrow with FX Educast, QTime FX, and your host, Munther Marji CMT. A huge thank you to QTime FX, our favorite broker in the whole world, who is sponsoring this live stream day after day after day, because they want you guys to make profit. They want you to be successful in the market. They want you to trade with the best conditions. And that's why they got you these fantastic spreads, unbelievable spreads. 0.4 on the euro dollar, 0.4 on the dollar yen, and I assure you that I have seen lower than this with my own eyes. I saw the euro dollar at 0.3, and of course that comes with zero commission, because QTime FX is really interested in cutting your trading costs to a minimum. And of course, we want you to feel very good about your funds. That's why we keep them segregated in UOB, guys. The bank ranked in the 22nd place in the World Bank ranking. 22nd place. That is fantastic. That is something really huge. And of course, the sponsorship of this webinar is because QTime FX makes money when you make money. They are successful when you are successful. They are the kind of broker who makes money and have a successful business when the traders have successful business. You don't want to be trading with a broker who makes money out of your loss. I don't recommend that. QTime FX wants you guys to make money. They want you to be successful. And that's why we are giving you day after day these amazing recommendations, the best trading recommendations, the best trading opportunities in the market. We sit here and we try to find them for you, because that is how much QTime FX wants you to be successful. You know, guys, you have seen the results. I'm sure yesterday, days before, last week, the one before it, we are making profit, continuous profit every week. Most of the days we are making profit. It's very rare to have a losing day. Of course, it can happen and it will happen, but the number of winning days to the number of losing days is completely in favor of the winners, not the losers. And we want you to continue making money with us. So meet us again tomorrow, and let's do this again, guys. But of course, I want to remind you that you can get yourselves a really good bonus, a fat bonus of $500 free. You can spend them in any way you like. Take the missus out for a romantic evening or a weekend at a resort nearby. or spend them on whatever thing you want to buy, you're thinking of buying. And remember that you got them from QTimeFX as a reward for choosing the favorite and the best broker in the world with fantastic spreads. Guys, lowest Forex spreads broker of 2018. This is the award that QTimeFX got, and I'm sure they're going to get it for 2019, and I really hope for 2020, and so on and so on. But to get the bonus, guys, and to get all these promotional benefits, you must contact FX_Dcast via Telegram, and we will be there to help you guys. We love to help. The QTime FX team and the FX Educast team are very friendly, very professional, and they help with smiles on their faces. So don't wait, don't hesitate, don't waste more trading opportunities watching this video. If you watched this video yesterday and had no trading, and then today you come again to watch the video and you see that we made 182 pips on the recommendations given to you during yesterday's video, you would feel bad if you traded this on a demo, or maybe just watched the video and did not trade them at all. But if you are trading and you got these signals yesterday and you traded them, and when you come back the next day, like today morning, for example, it's morning here, I don't know about you, so I'm sure some of you it's afternoon or evening or morning. When you come back and you to the next webinar and you see that you made this kind of profit, you come with excitement, you come feeling great, you come waiting. You cannot wait for the next trading signal to be issued in this QTimeFX FX Educast webinar with your host, Munther Marji CMT. That's the kind of fun I want you to have. I want you to be successful. I want you to enjoy profit. So meet us again tomorrow, and don't trade demo, guys. Don't waste these chances. When you come back with a real position based on these recommendations, you come back happy, feeling satisfied, and you feel great. But if you missed 182 pips yesterday because you wanted to trade them on demo, or you just wanted to write them down and see what happens to the market, you would feel very bad. You missed that chance yesterday. If you did, don't miss today and don't miss tomorrow. Meet us again tomorrow, exactly 21 hours from now, and we will provide you with the best trading opportunities before the weekend. Love you so much, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Contact us, FX_Dcast, and please join the group, because I don't want you to miss any trading recommendations, guys. This is the group. Again, this is our group, and I want you to contact FX_Educast via Telegram and type premium signal request. Okay? And the guys from FX Educast will take very, very good care of you. Thank you very much for being here, guys. See you again in 21 hours. And as I always sign off and sign out and leave you with one wish: good trading and good luck. See you tomorrow, guys.